and welcome to Feedbag. Today we are taking a bite out of game night and clean buttholes. Last night we had a game night here in this very basement.
Studio.
On this very couch studio.
Studio.
Right here in the big bad studio of my basement. Did you like it?
I had a good time, yeah. It's too short, but I had a good time.
Yeah, it was too short because we invited people and then we just get to talking and everything. And then it's like, oh yeah, we should play a game. And we only had time for one game. But game nights are super fun.
They are. They're really fun. I've enjoyed game nights since I was a kid. We used to do it in my family.
Oh.
It was Trivial Pursuit back then, and I was like a dumb kid, so I didn't know anything. But we kept it up with like Balderdash and other games. But
Balderdash was one that my family really liked too.
Right.
Oh, what was the precursor to Balderdash? It was Slang Teasers.
Slang Teasers was like Balderdash.
Yeah. Balderdash had a game board.
Yeah.
Okay. But Slang Teasers was just the dictionary and papers.
Yeah. Okay. I think I've played that like once or twice, but then Balderdash made it like real.
Yeah, made it be board gaming. So last night we played this one called Telestrations.
It's really fun. First time I've played it.
Yeah, same. It's like a broken telephone, but with drawings.
So it's basically like the telephone game, you know, when as kids you'd whisper in somebody's ear and then everybody whispers what they hear down the line and it winds up being something completely different at the other end. Well, it's kind of the same thing, only you write down a word and then the person sees the word and they have to draw the word. And then the next person just sees the drawing and has to guess what that is a drawing of and write what they think it is. And then the next person has to take that word and draw a picture of that and so on. And you go all around the table. So eventually you wind up with your original game piece or whatever. And so, for example, one I did was George Washington was what I put.
You picked a hard one purposely because you knew the next person had to draw it.
Yeah.
You wrote the words George Washington and she had to draw George Washington.
Yeah.
Look at this beautiful American flag.
Stripeless.
The old Starzand.
The old Starzand flag.
Beagle Snoopy looking George Washington. But she tried to do like the wig there, I guess.
I don't know, but that's funny.
It's pretty good. This is your sitting duck, which was
I think it's good.
It's awesome. But then the word was cockpit. So cockpit went to the next person, and then she had to then draw cockpit. So she drew male genitalia and an avocado with like the pit in it. So you could just, blank pit. And then, but it was interpreted as dick pit. So that person wrote dick pit, and the person beside her had to draw a dick pit, which was this. A pit of dicks.
Pit of dicks.
It kind of looks like a little pit of salt shakers.
I thought I was going to die when I saw that and when I knew what it was. I haven't laughed that hard in a really long time.
It was so fun. And especially like it's when you can't draw for shit, it's even more fun.
The worse you are at it, the more fun it is.
Yeah. So Telestrations is a great game.
Right.
If you want to.
And the dick pit wound up being sardines because the person who got that picture thought it was sardines. And then eventually made it all the way sardines.
Okay. Something very exciting that happened in this house today. This is now a bidet household. Thanks to you.
Well, and your parents.
And my parents. My parents for my 50th birthday, because this was a really crappy year for me. They said, because you had such a shitty year, and they sent me a bidet. And I've actually always wanted a bidet.
So your parents got you the Tushy Spa 3.0.
Oh, is that what it was?
It's the Spa 3.0.
What makes it different?
The Spa is because it has the hot water option. The Tushy Classic 3.0, you can't put hot water in it. And I can't imagine not having warm
that
water
would be like,
to do this.
You'd be so clenchy.
It'll wake you up. And it would really wake you up in the morning.
Yeah,
no, nice.
I wouldn't like that at all. He was so excited for me to try it. Yeah, so I sat there and I was like, I don't feel anything. And then he said, turn this dial. I'm like, I still don't feel anything. And then I turned it even more. And Bam. It's a jolt. It's a shock to the anus.
Because it was perfectly aimed when I got on it. And plus you've got the water all nice and hot because you've been trying it out for a while.
Yeah.
So, and I said like this, and like it's as if it went right in, like it scored like top corner, right in there.
Right in your bunger.
Right in.
I know it went right in because you screamed.
I just.
You hit an octave that I rarely hear. So, yeah.
But it was interesting.
If you have more than one bathroom, you have one that you like to poop in. You have a
True.
favorite. And my favorite is not the bidet one, but it didn't fit in the other bathroom. So now I'm like, if I have to go for number 2, am I really going to go downstairs?
Maybe be like your special occasion poos when you want to have a super chef's kiss anus.
Kind of, yeah, okay. Right.
Super clean.
Exactly. It's a bidet household. How did the installation go?
I was only cursing a little bit, and that was only because, and this is why, all the respect in the world to plumbers, because
and their butts.
Yeah.
You actually did have a plumber's butt going on. I'll walk.
Did I really?
You had undies and your butt crack was showing.
No way.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, I had undies. I also had pants. I wasn't just in undies, and I usually do wear undies.
You had pants, and then your undies were sneaking up over the pants, and then
then the butt crack was sneaking up on top of that.
Just a hint-o crack.
It's like a triple layer of ass goodness.
Triple layer plumber. It was the deluxe.
It was the deluxe. I gave you the full experience, the full plumber experience.
The plumber's deluxe.
I'm just saying because it's really all these little tight spaces, and one part was really annoying, but it's a super easy installation. But the type of toilet you had made it a little trickier. So. But it was seriously, if I were to do it again, it would take me like 10 minutes. But I really took my time to make sure I was doing it properly.
Bidet installation.
Yeah. So now I think I'm going to get my dad one.
I have a friend who uses a bidet, and she never buys toilet paper anymore. She keeps a roll for guests, and that's it. So I guess she saves a lot of money on TP. But I was like, well, what do? You don't just drip dry. This doesn't have an air dry, just the warm water.
Wets you and says, okay, you're done. Get out of here.
So I guess the idea then is you just use fewer squares of TP.
I would imagine, yeah.
But I think I use too much.
Me too.
Every time you or Suzanne go to Costco, you guys are like, do you want TP? And I'm like, yes. And then they're like, we just bought you toilet paper.
Yes.
What the hell?
I was going to say this.
You are one person. Should the bidet have a name?
It should.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and it should be funny. Can we call it the fiery anus like we called the fish?
The goldfish. But do you want your anus to be fiery?
I didn't, but that's what happened the first time I used it.
Then it sounds like I don't want to use that.
I gotta go sit on the fiery anus.
It has to be like a more gentle type of anus.
Well, we should come up with words for like something that sounds like Zen.
The trickling tickler. The soothing.
The babbling brook bidet, or the babbling brook.
Something
nice. Something peaceful and Zen.
The Eckhart Tolle for your holy.
Eckhart Tolle for your
holy?
You want to call it Eckhart Tolle from now on?
It seems nice for Eckhart.
It's really not nice for Eckhart.
I'll never see this, but
you never know. He might.
The shooting starfish.
The shooting starfish.
Your butthole. Brown starfish?
I've never heard it called a brown starfish. Get out. Who calls their butthole a brown starfish?
I've heard that for years.
No way.
Yes.
In the comments, has anybody heard of it being called a brown starfish? Because a brown starfish is gross.
Yeah, because it's perfect. That's why. It's gross because it's so close to the truth.
Like if I said starfish, I don't know if most people would think starfish is another word for your arsehole.
Well, you didn't, but
I didn't. And I know a lot about arseholes.
I think we're just about done here.
Yeah, I think we're overtired.
Okay, so thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me again.
One very important thing about watching this podcast, if you liked it or you enjoyed any part of it, if you could please comment or like or subscribe. A lot of people watch the videos, but then they don't subscribe.
Right.
So it actually really helps this podcast get found and grown if you do any type of thing like that. So we thank you so much for doing that. And also thank you for your time and hanging out with us on Feedbag.
Thanks.
See you next time.